Hello, and welcome to our channel here at NAV SEAL. Thanks a lot for taking the time to visit us here. We're really excited to meet you. So, let me introduce you to Alessandra here as well. We're both working for NAV SEAL and we really would like to meet you and help you the best way we can do.
Thank you so much, Kim. This is, like Kim just said, it's a pleasure. I think we are excited to have this opportunity to get to know you and possibly, teach you a thing or two about Business Central. And yeah, it's going to be an exciting journey.
Certainly. Don't be scared, just call us. No, what did I say?
Yeah, we're pretty friendly. We like we like to make things professional, but at the same time we want to make sure that we don't forget about the human relations part of the conversation. But one thing that I think it could be interesting to talk about is what is NAV SEAL? What do we do? Can you help us with
That's
that?
an excellent question. Hopefully we can answer that one.
Right? You will think so.
Now, Business Central, that's a huge application. So yeah, we kind of specialized, you could say, in certain areas of the application. We know the full application, but we kind of decided that we want to focus on certain areas like, warehousing, logistics, inventory. And of course, as always, we're going to support you with any GL transaction, any accounting information that goes along with doing any transactions in Business Central, of course.
That's right. And another thing that also we try and help uncover with is, Business Central now is moving heavily towards the cloud. So we're slowly moving away from the on-prem solutions. Like they still exist, obviously, but moving into the cloud means that anytime you have a need to interact with any other system, be it in the Microsoft ecosystem or any other external platform, all of a sudden you have a need for integrations through APIs, REST APIs, or web services, what it might be. We are more than happy to help with those integrations as well. Like Kim mentioned, we not only work with the application itself, but we can also custom develop, right? And I think that's also one of the exciting things about NAV SEAL is that we can customize things for you
Yeah.
exactly how you need them.
And that's one of the great things about Business Central being in the cloud now. It's part of the big Microsoft family. So, there's a lot of cool and very exciting applications out there. And often you really want to kind of integrate into those and make the best of both worlds. Take a CRM, take service management, anything that kind of outside of Business Central. It's big family, so we integrate into it. And also, just to take an example, one of the not that far a long time, we had a client that wanted to integrate into calendars.
Yes.
That was a really really exciting project. So it didn't take that long to actually make a cool app where inventory employees, they could look in the calendar and see what was actually supposed to leave the warehouse the same day or the next week. Or that was actually a cool
Yeah,
application.
I agree. And I think what was cool about that is that more than anything, obviously, the development itself and finding out how to do it is always fun. But what I really love, I don't know about you, but when we were talking with the customer at the end of the process and just seeing how excited they were, for having this functionality and saying, this is exactly what we've been looking for. We've been running with Excel sheets like left and right, and now we have the calendar. It's easy, it's instant. So if we make any change there, the people down in the warehouse can see it. They have like a clear understanding of. So just seeing that excitement, like that's at least I think for me and for both of us, it's really the fun part of what we do is making things easier for you. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can be easy, and we can help like customize the things so that they really fit your business and your need.
And every time you kind of open the door to a new room of the business of the Microsoft family, we get excited as well because there's so much functionality in that. There's so many possibilities out there. And I know when we open kind of that box with integrating into Outlook, we realize, okay, we can actually integrate to a lot more in Microsoft. So it's kind of just it doesn't stop there. It just keeps going and going. So that's the fun part of being, a consultant, a developer as well. But it's really, really nice, as you say, Alessandro, is when we meet with the client and then kind of, wow, this is great, and it just makes a huge difference in our process in daily work. It just makes a huge effort.
It is important because while Business Central obviously has like this huge potentiality in itself, like you can really use it for anything you need. Sometimes it can be difficult and tricky to navigate and understand exactly how to configure the system. So while sometimes custom development is needed, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need 100% all the time something that needs to be developed. A lot of times the system has already the functionality. It's just about understanding how to use them or how to tweak them. And that's where I think like the knowledge of the system comes in handy. And I myself have started recently working with the system. I'm very excited about like the system itself, but I know Kim has a little bit more experience than me in it, and that's also one of the cool things. Like when talking with NAV SEAL, and can you tell us a little bit about that? How did you start, Kim, with Business Central?
Oh man, that was many years ago. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It's been kind of a journey, a long, actually a lifetime journey, because it started way, way back. And the program itself started many years ago back in Denmark. I'm from Denmark, but live here in the US now. But kind of got started way, way back. So it's been a heck of a ride. It's been so fun to see back in the 80s when the program started out. It was really revolution. It kind of revolutionized the world at the time, and it's just kept going and going. And Microsoft realized that back in I think it was back in the beginning of the century. They realized, oh, there's some really good stuff out there. So they kind of bought. It was called Navision. It was called Finances. It's had a lot of names back in the days, but it's an old program that's really been tested, and it's just there's so much is happening there. And when you look at the program today, it's amazing what is in that package called Business Central. That's the world we live in.
So it has had like a huge evolution, like you mentioned, like from the 80s all the way to now. But one thing that I will say that it's also for me as a newer consultant developer in this world, like one thing that I thought was very interesting is that you are really able to see Microsoft gives you a lot of visibility on what they're doing, both currently but also in the future with the wave releases, which is something that we've discussed in another video. So if you're interested, we're going to add a link so you can go and dive deep into that. But the cool thing about this system, just to sum it up really quick, is that you're able to see the future that are going to, the features that are going to be released in the future and plan ahead. And this obviously has two great effects. One, you get excited because you can see that it's coming. But the other thing is that you also know when you're adopting the system what's coming next. So if there's something that you're wanting or hoping to get, like it might not be there yet, but it will be maybe in a few months. So I think it's another great and powerful thing that Business Central offers.
You're absolutely right, because I remember not that many years ago when you ran your system on-prem, meaning you had your own servers, you had your own setup network and all of that, you kind of had to keep track of your application yourself and make upgrades to it. It was kind of difficult and would take a lot of time to do it, and costly as well. So when you consider how it's done today, I know going to the cloud was a big issue in the beginning, because people, they kind of felt that they lost control, and what about security and so on. But I will say, it's my impression nowadays, Microsoft has that fully under control. There's no issues out there. And you get all the new features twice a year. Typically, that's when we release waves from Microsoft. So that is when you see all the new great features. And as Alexander just mentioned, that it's not a big surprise when it comes out, because you can actually see those features up ahead, the new features, sorry. So you can actually see what is going to happen next time they make any releases, and you can make your own request, say, oh, I really need this one. Could you kind of include that? So no, I like what we're working with now.
Yeah, it's very exciting. It's very exciting. But yeah, so I think just to sum up a little bit about us, about Business Central, I think the product itself is obviously solid. We believe in it. That's why we are so fully invested into it. And we think that the approach moving forward, if you're interested and you're considering, one of the cool things is that having a partner allows you to navigate through all this giant amount of information that you can find out there that can be daunting and overwhelming if you're starting on your own. And that's where we come into play, NAV SEAL come into play, and we can really help you understand where you need to focus, what are the different stages, or if you already started and adopted the system and would like some clarification or optimizations on it. All of those things are things that we can help you with. And we believe in there's not one size fit all. We're all about like the conversation, and we were just talking about it here a moment ago, that really that is probably our favorite part, understanding your business, understanding what you're trying to do and what we can do to make the system work for you, be it with a customization, like an optimization of what you already have. So I think that, at least for me, is extremely exciting. So.
No, you're absolutely right. It's a great pleasure working together with you out there. Kind of hear what are the requirements out there. How can we help you? Maybe fit it to what is actually out there without making any modifications. One thing came to mind. So our name, NAV SEAL.
Yes.
Sometimes you might wonder, why did we choose that name? And
That's true. That's a good story.
it's kind of it goes back a little bit in history. When I started out many years back in Denmark, and the product became international, there was a lot of need for people to kind of get on site and help people out there. So at the time, I worked in a big company back in Denmark, and they set up a team that was called the NAV SEALs. At the time, the product was called Dynamics NAV. So, and we kind of, you probably guessed it already. So the Navy SEALs, that was kind of the inspiration for us, because it's a specialized team. You tell the person or the team, say, okay, go there, fix the issue, and come back again. That was kind of inspired us to kind of name our company the NAV SEALs, because we would like to tell you the story that we are specialized.
Yes.
We're not the huge armed forces, anything like that. We are specialized. And that is, we are committed to what we do. And when we do it, we go full in. We fix the issue. Not saying that we'll leave you after that, because that's not the intention. But we make sure that whatever was the issue, that gets fixed. And then we carry on from there. That's kind of our game plan. And help you get it done, get your business up and running.
That's awesome. I always love this story, and I think that it also shows the commitment. And like you said, it's not only just about the issue itself, but like finding the root cause, understanding what's behind, so that we can, make a better experience moving forward for you. So yeah, I think this is going to be exciting, and we're looking forward to working with you.
Call us.
Thanks for watching this video from NAV SEAL. Check out more right here. NAV SEAL offer assistance and counsel on any existing solution, so if you're in need of assistance, don't hesitate to contact us on navseal.com or LinkedIn. Consider leaving a like and subscribe for more tips, news, and guides to anything Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central.